in one of those moments where you read something and think, no, that can't be right. Today falls under that category, as it has now been confirmed that legendary, iconic, award-winning actress, good Canadian girl, Catherine O'Hara, has died at the age of 71. Catherine O'Hara, whose career, most people have a career where they were really hot in this generation or that generation. Catherine O'Hara had a career that spanned multiple generations, where she did iconic performances across multiple decades. And, Rob and I were talking prior to the show today about the fact that, just even if you look at Catherine O'Hara at 71 years old, I mean, you go all the way back to SCTV and Home Alones and all that kind of stuff. But even just in recent years, she swept all the award season with Schitt's Creek, where she highlighted it off by capturing the Emmy for Best Actress. And just this year, she was amazing in Last of Us. She was incredible in The Studio. And, some of us thought something might be wrong when she didn't attend the Golden Globes this year with the rest of the studio cast. We thought, oh, maybe she's just under the weather. But we have lost truly one of the great treasures in all of entertainment in Catherine O'Hara. The folks over at Variety wrote the following. Catherine O'Hara, a veteran actor who starred in Home Alone, Schitt's Creek, and Best in Show, has died, her manager confirmed to Variety. She was 71. O'Hara died Friday in her home in Los Angeles following a brief illness. There's no other details about how she died. O'Hara's Hollywood career spanned 5 decades, beginning with the Canadian sketch comedy series Second City Television, for which she earned her first Emmy. O'Hara went on to star in films such as After Hours, Beetlejuice, of course, Home Alone movies. She also did a whole bunch of Christopher Guest movies, like Best in Show, For Your Consideration, Waiting for Government, A Mighty Wind, which she was so good in that, and did voices in animated features like The Nightmare Before Christmas and Chicken Little. And of course, when she was in SCTV, Rob, I mean, she was with other legends, John Candy, Eugene Levy, Rick Moranis, Rick Flattery, Dave Thomas. Like, it was just, it was an amazing thing. And now we've lost like our third person because Flattery died a couple of years ago. Obviously the passing of John Candy, and now Catherine O'Hara. And I think, Rob, to me, one of the main reasons I was just like, no, this can't be right, is just when you look at her in Last of Us and you look at her in the Studio, like, she's so vibrant. She's so alive. Has so much energy. And I we'll wait to find out more details about what it is she caught or came down with or what her brief illness was. But this one's a ball punch. I'm not going to lie to you, especially as a Canadian. For me, it's like she is literally royalty. And I just can't believe she's gone. And especially, Rob, we were saying before the show started, she was like, maybe right now in the throes of the most successful era of her career right now, where everybody wanted to work with her. All filmmakers were lining up to try to get her on their schedules. And I'm heartbroken by this. I'm absolutely heartbroken. Anyway, Rob, you hear about the passing of the great Catherine O'Hara. Your thoughts, and when you think of her and her career, what are going to be the performances that come to mind for you?
Well, I'm a huge fan of those Christopher Guest movies.
Oh, my God, so good.
Waiting for Guy. Ever since I saw Waiting for Guffman, I mean, some are better than others, but I've liked them all. Best in Show is great. But, I remember seeing her, the first time I really noticed her was in SCTV, which I really liked. And I remember, because obviously it was Canadian and it came down to America. And there was just something off about it that we didn't have an American comedy. It was, and then of course the Bob and Doug McKenzie movie Strange Brew spun out of all of that, and it just made me a fan of Canadian comedy. And then you recently, a couple of years ago, you told me about Letterkenny.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never seen that before, and it's not, has nothing to do with SCTV really, but it reminded me of seeing something. That comedy is so uniquely Canadian. It reminded me of seeing SCTV for the first time. And I just loved her presence. I mean, there was just something, and her character in in the studio, the fact that she was a kind of coming back and she got a production deal, it was like that was mirroring her life. I mean, after all the triumph with Schitt's Creek and everything that she even had a little part in Argyle, you know, and the fact
Oh
that
my
she was,
God, that's right.
yeah, she was killing it. I mean, and she was just a great comedic actress, and you know, a lifetime of comedic chops. So it just was a joy to watch her on screen. And I loved her rapport with Seth Rogen in the studio. I was really looking forward to, I don't know if they've shot the second season already, but it's really, you know, I'm always of mixed emotions, John, when celebrities I like, especially movie and TV stars, pass away, because on one hand, I'm sorry that I'm not going to see new work from them. But then on the other hand, she has such a great legacy of performances. I mean, multi-generations know her from the Home Alone movies. They know her from Beetlejuice. They're going to know her from Schitt's Creek because that show is great. I watched that with Elizabeth. I'd never seen it and caught up with it. And what a legacy she leaves behind. So on one hand, I'm sorry we're not going to get new work from her. But boy, did she do a lot of great stuff in her career. So we can go back and enjoy those performances forever.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we were talking earlier about how like she spanned generations, because there was the SCTV generation.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward a bunch of years and she's got her Beetlejuice, Home Alone. And then you fast forward like even into modern day where she's got Beetlejuice 2. She's got, again, like, hey guys, I know there's still a lot of you out there who have never seen her as Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek. It is one of the greatest television comedies, and I'm clearly biased because I'm Canadian, but it is absolutely one of the greatest television comedies of all time. There's a reason why it was the only show, Rob, in Emmy history. The Schitt's Creek was the only show in Emmy history where it swept every single category. It won Best Writing, Best Directing, Best Series, Best Lead Actor, Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress. Like no other show, drama or comedy, had ever done it. And her as Moira Rose is like one of the just absolute load-bearing main pillars of that series. And The Crows Have Eyes is always going to be a movie I wish was real as a result of that. So anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you feel about this? Legendary actress Catherine O'Hara, I still can't believe it's true, has passed away at the age of 71. What do you think about when you think of her career? Like maybe it's one of those like Mighty Wind movies she did. Maybe it's Home Alone. Maybe it's Beetlejuice. Maybe it's SCTV. Maybe it's Schitt's Creek. Maybe it's The Studio. I don't know. But whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.